The Stormwave Hollow Palm Deadeye is a really cool and good build in Path of Exile 2. Thanks to the Hollow Palm technique, we're gonna scale high amount of attack speed rating, and with the Lineage Gem or Branching Fissures, Stormwave becomes an amazing clear speed. Thanks to called shots and Voltaic Mark, we're gonna blind all mobs around the mark. Mark targets cannot deal crits against me any longer, which is really helpful against tough rares or bosses, and we can scale some crit chance and crit multi through blindside. Make sure watch the video until then so you know how to stack the multiple defense layers. You will have an easy time in maps. Currently I'm still using Tempest Flurry as my single target burst, Stormwave for clearing trash pack. Hey guys, what's up? And after the quick introduction why you should choose the Deadeye, we're gonna hop straight into the details of the build, and I will show you now why this build is so damn tanky. We're gonna make use of kinda new tech, and also I discovered this because of a guy from Reddit, so thanks to him, with the unsight passive node. So enemies you mark cannot deal critical hits, and also near enemies you mark are blinded. Blinded means they have less accuracy rating, 20%, and also 20% less evasion rating, means we're gonna do more damage. And for bosses, unsight is perfect because they cannot deal critical hits to you, never ever. And thanks to the called shots and our Voltaic Mark, we're gonna have constant uptime on the bosses for it if you get swarmed by enemies, or you're gonna fight tough rares like the ones in the Abyssal Depth. In addition, you can get more support for it, so you can get some damage nodes against blinded enemies here. You can also get some more attack damage nodes with disorientation. So you get up to 50%, crit chance 15, and then you can even take 15% increased damage with hits against blinded enemies. And in addition, it will get even better. You can now make use of the blindside because they're blinded from your mark. So you're gonna have now 15% more crit multi, and on top of that 15% more crit chance, and that's a more multiplier, not an increased multiplier. So that's really huge, and that makes a lot of difference. Thanks to the Gathering Winds and the Wind Ward, you're gonna have additionally 30% less damage taken per tailwind. We're also gonna have Spectral Ward and a Subterfuge Mask, so we're gonna get a helmet with only energy shield, so we're gonna get huge amounts of evasion rating from it. And we're also gonna get body armor with only evasion rating, so we're gonna get huge amounts of energy shield. So now the next topic, how can you scale your Hollow Palm damage? You're gonna get more damage the more skill rings we're gonna have. So make sure that you will get a +2 level of all melee skills on your MU and on your gloves really early on. I got the gloves for around, I think, 10x. And the amulet also for 10x. So that's pretty easily to get your ranks boosted. So we're gonna have an additional 4 ranks to our skills. I have already rank 19 Tempest Flurry, although my base rank is level 15, and in addition get high amounts of evasion rating and energy shield, so you're gonna get more attack speed for your Stormwave and your Tempest Flurry, and also more crit chance. As you can see, I am attacking really fast with my Stormwave now, so it's so amazing. It makes a lot of fun. Now how can you sustain your mana? Well, that's still kinda a problem for me. I have Mana Leech on my gloves, and thanks to the physical attack damage as mana and Walker of the Wilds, the physical damage is now based on my elemental damage, so it is good now how you can gear in the early parts of the game, because after you finish the campaign you can also check out my leveling guide. So I invested around, I think, 90x into my gear, but that's only because of my armor. The armor costs like 60x solid, the rest costs like 10. The Stira costs 5, I think, 10, 5, and also 5 and 10. Make sure to top your all-res first, then get a tiara with energy shield, then get an amulet with 2 to level of all melee skills, then get gloves to all melee skills, and with that you should be fine. How are you gonna max the res now? Get dual res on your boots, get also dual res on your belt, some all res and some res on your first ring and on your second ring, and on top of that, but it's not really needed, your armor, and also get some res on your helmet, and then you should be pretty fine and you are kept. You can see I'm even having more cold rest. That's because of my amulet. The amulet is pretty important to get level of all melee skills. Crit multi is nice, I slammed it, and also get maximum energy shield and also some increased evasion rating if you can get it. So for gloves, for the beginning, get level of all melee skills and also physical attack damage as mana. You can also try to get life leech on it, but then you won't probably get evasion and energy shield base because they're pretty expensive, like 1 div plus, and you don't have this at the beginning. Also try to get some flat damage. Physical damage to attacks is pretty important and also pretty good. And also get something like lightning damage to attacks would also be great. And also for your last slot get max life on it. For the belt it's pure for your stats, get max life and also your rest on it. And before you're gonna go for the like 60 to 70x armor, you can play with like armor that has 500 to 600 evasion rating, so it will be fine. As you can see, my old one in the stash got 508, so that was still pretty good. You will then upgrade it with one that has at least 1.7k evasion rating. Also try to get a spirit on it so we can use ghost stance on it. We're gonna regenerate our energy shield and also get gain deflection rating equal to 22 evasion ratings. So the deflection mechanic has a chance. We're gonna just neglect 40% of the incoming damage. Right now I'm having a 54% estimated chance to deflect, and this will get even better the more evasion rating I have. When I have better gear, I can even get deflection rating on my boots or runes, get some lightning rest or some fire cold rest if you need to max out your rest, and otherwise get your evasion, armor and energy shield runes on it. If you're still missing some attributes, you can get them through your skill tree because you will put many points into the attributes in your skill tree. So for your skill setup, for your called shots, get voltaic mark, lightning enchantment and also magnified area. You can check out the full skills on my char planner. For Tempest flurry, get crescendo 2, close combat 2, elemental armament 2 and also blindside. And for your 6 slots you can get things like lightning enchantment or mana leech if you still have problems with mana. For Stormwave, get lightning enchantment, branching fissures 2, elemental armament 2, either mana leech if you don't have problems with mana leech, get blindside, and on your last slot get mobility. Mobility is pretty important for your map, so the mapping feels way better. For your Tempest spell, get rage on it, overbear units and concentrated area. You can get a 4th and 5th slot in it. You can get things like heft or heavy swing on it. For your charge stuff, get a prolonged duration, so it will last longer, and elemental armament 2, shock, blindside, and check out my charge plan for the 6th one. For Herald of Thunder, get execute 2, elemental focus. For charge stuff, the 6th slot can be your lightning penetration. We're also gonna talk about how to generate the charge for your charge stuff after I showed you all of the skill links. So right now I got Lingering Illusion with charge profusion, so we're gonna have a chance to grant an additional charge and also a chance to get an additional random charge. We have Wind Dancer for more evasion rating and Ghost Dance so we can recover our energy shield. But now the question is, what should you use? Either Lingering Illusion or Combat Frenzy? Well, I already noticed it that Lingering Illusion is kinda good on packed enemies, but if you're just blasting through the maps, don't have any problems and don't dodge roll that much, you barely won't generate any of your power charges, so that's a huge problem. I will still test this out in the later maps when I'm just blasting maps. Right now it kinda still feels good. I had some problems in Trial of Sekimas because I just blasted all of them and never got hit for the Lingering Illusion. But later on you can get Combat Frenzy but then you need to make sure to also get Resonance, and then you need to get Electrocute for your Stormwave. For map bosses it should be fine. For pinnacle bosses you just need to get Lingering Illusion again because you cannot electrocute the enemies. So for Ascendency I got Gathering Winds first, then Called Shots, then Windward, and the last one will be Bullseye for more critical weakness. So for a skill tree, as I said, try to get all of the blind outs pretty early on. You're gonna get more attack damage, so you're gonna blind the enemies so they can also deal crit strikes to you, and also you're gonna get some more damage. But first of all, you need to get Subterfuge Mask and also Spectral Ward, so you're gonna get a huge death. Also get these wheel here with Crashing Wave, from like Water, Step Like Mist and Mindful Awareness for even more evasion rating and energy shield rating. Get Hollow Palm Technique and also get your Overflowing. So you have more maximum power charges. You're also gonna get Crit Strike bonus after you consume power charges recently. So if you still have like 4 or 5 charges left and you are on your burst phase, just press your charge stuff to refresh the duration of charge stuff, but you're also gonna get more crit multi to deal even more damage. Also get Wildstorm for maximum lightning damage, then also get dissing hits and stop if I'm testing out right now, so I'm gonna base the enemies and I'm gonna deal more damage against them, and I also have more crit chance against them. But as I said, I'm still trying this out. Walk of the Wilds, so we're gonna do now elemental damage as leech, and also the enhanced reflexes and bestial skin is pretty important for your death because you're gonna get this evasion rating from equipped body armor, so that means even more from that. And also with enhanced reflexes, we're also gonna increase Dex, but more important, we're gonna get deflection rating equal to 5% of our evasion rating. In addition, with the trained deflection, we're gonna have 6% additional damage prevention from deflected hits. Also some deflection rating equal to 6% of our evasion rating, and then you should be fine. So for the later stages, because I'm only level 75 now, get your crit notes, then get True Strike, get for the Juggler, Deadly Force, also get yourself the Throat Seeker, and then you should be good to go. If you have still some questions regarding the skill tree, please ask them in the comments down below. As I said, and in the rotation, it's pretty simply just press your Storm Wave and also cast a charge stuff if you have it. Always dodge roll to get some lingering illusions up for some power charges. If you have enough, you don't need to dodge roll. And on the bosses, cast Tempest spell if you have it available. Otherwise, just mow them down with Tempest Flurry. If you're recognizing that the bosses are like too hard in the melee range and you cannot attack with Tempest Flurry because they will kill you or chip you down, then just kill the enemies with Stormwave. It is also pretty good in the single target area. I hope I could show a cool build that has some potential. I will still check out how far I will come, and I will also play some other variations with the Hollow Palm build. And if you have some questions, please ask them in the comments down below. If you like this video, please leave a like and a sub. Would boost my channel tremendously. Also follow me on my Twitch and TikTok channel and YouTube live streams. And until the next video, bye.